So continuing on to this, I want to send our new apprentice out with their mentor. Your patrol catches the scent of a red fox. Tracking it, they find the animal feeding on a shark that the waves had washed ashore that night. We'll proceed. The patrol launches into battle, but with so few cats it's exhausting, trying to keep the fox and its snapping jaws on the defensive. In an act of daring bravery, Spider Shade darts low to the ground, gets under the jaws, and sinks their teeth into the fox's throat. It's only one bite, but the fox has had enough and flees. Good lord, Spider. You are killer. Let's see, we'll add Flash Paw, Puddle Spirit, and we'll put your mate Scorch. While on patrol, Flashpaw notices suspicious paw prints in the wet sand on the beach. Turns out that they were Flashpaw's own paw prints. Flashpaw huffs with embarrassment and can't meet the eyes of the rest of the patrol. So we'll put Glade Freckle and Frostfleck together. Glade Freckle gets taken aside by Frostfleck. As they ask why they feel StarClan ignores them. It is easy to wonder why StarClan places their paws on some cats and not others. Frostfleck is comforted to know that Glade Freckle feels that too sometimes. They end up spending the afternoon discussing it together, both cats feeling validated and reassured. Man, Frostfleck and Glade Freckle are good for each other. I'm glad that their relationship seems to be blooming well. We'll put Goose Ash and Ah together. Goose Ash approaches Ah, asking if they wouldn't mind showing Goose Ash their hunting technique, and perhaps doing some training with them. Good for partners to help each other out in that way. The cats go out together in the light of the day. As the gulls fly home to roost, Ah goes through their tricks, showing Gooseash how they use the direction of the sun to avoid casting a shadow on pools that they fish. As Gooseash watches them with eyes that Ah notices are a bit too admiring for what's a little trick, they smirk, showing off a little. That's sweet. So I think we have all of our apprentices and relationships out of the way, except for the ones that have like a stick partner. So we'll put Randy Hart, Tawny Tuff, and Cloud Wisp together. Your patrol catches the scent of a fox, but is it red or gray, and is it worth a fight if they encounter it? Proceed. They're a small patrol, but a skilled one. When they track down the red fox at the end of the scent trail, they have enough skill and muscle to drive it off from the fish that it was gnawing on. The cats gather around the prey, congratulating each other. Oh, good for them. So here we have Scale Blossom, Barracuda Mane, and Lightshade. There are dark clouds on the horizon, and Barracuda Mane wonders if the patrol should continue. There's a downpour, and a sudden flood from the overflowing river sweeps all the cats in the patrol away. Barracuda Mane yells out a warning, and most of the patrol is able to react quickly, striking out strongly for the passing pieces of driftwood. But Lightshade doesn't make it, sinking beneath the water. Oh, I liked Lightshade too. I really liked Lightshade. Dang. Kinda looks like some of our cats are starting to fade. Not all of them, but there's a few with, blue things through their fur and stuff. So, I believe... Oh no, because Current was our mediator, so I don't think we have a mediator anymore. Yeah, no mediator. Okay. Time skipping one mood. Baystar wakes one day after moons of numbness and feels as if the world is less dull. Fern Gleam has recovered from green cough. While they've adapted well to life with a missing limb, the strain of walking only 3 legs has left Gooseash feeling sore all over. Bushkite devises a list of exercises that will ease the pain, not helping Gooseash's mood. Dang. It sounds like Gooseash doesn't really like Bushkite that much, but Bushkite is just trying their best to look out for Goose. Despite only having 3 legs, I feel like Goose is one of our more competent fellas. I mean, they have a lot of experience and stuff, and being the deputy, they really know how to handle themselves. So despite only having 3 legs, of course that's going to come with troubles, but Gooseash mostly takes care of himself. Let's see, the infection in Chick-fil-A's wound has abated, Pale-Plume's white cough is gone, Addertail has survived the yellow cough, Scorch wasn't looking where they were going and tripped over a small trunk, but came out of it with nothing but their pride bruised. Spider Shade was seen arguing and borderline fighting with a cat from Tansy Clan. Flashpaw has gotten a running nose. Baypaw has gotten a running nose. Great, both of our apprentices have a running nose. And here's it talking about Lightshade. The past moon, Lightshade has taken their place in StarClan. Queen Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their life are shared, and stories around the circle of mourners as those that were closest to them takes them to their final resting place. And that knew about. So let's see if anybody has anything interesting to say. Gooseash is staring off into space. Yeah, you're, Thor. You've only had 3 legs for 10 moons? I swear you've had 3 legs for way longer than that. Hazelcatcher has damaged eyes. Huh. That is not a good thing to have. We will put Bay and Scorch together. While on patrol, Scorch notices some suspicious paw prints in the wet sand on the beach. The paw print leads to a trespassing rogue. The patrol quickly hides themselves in the grass and the sand dunes, and sets up an ambush, sending the rogue fleeing off into Wing Clan territory. Well, at least we took care of that. I guess Gooseash is feeling mostly good, because, I mean, they're ready for patrol, so despite the sort of soreness they feel in their body, they're still wanting to go out on patrol. We'll just have to make sure to take it easy on them, just in case. As the patrol spreads out to hunt, Odd admits they think they had a vision from StarClan last night. The patrol talks to them about whether it was a real vision as they hunt. I wonder how Gooseash feels about StarClan. I wonder if he's kind of like more weary about them, or if he fully believes in them. I feel like Goose doesn't have much about StarClan over here, but we'll put Bush and Fern and Weed together. Bush Kite goes out with a warrior escort, both for safety as they look for Leaf's fresh buds and for carrying capacity should they find anything. It's an exhausting day. Bush Kite starts chatting with Fern Gleam to pass the time. They have nothing in common. Neither class bluntly refuses to talk about boring herbs. Well, you guys really don't get along well for being partners, huh? Let's see, we'll put Frostfleck and Great Freckle together. Seems like these two are doing good, compatibility-wise. Glade Freckle suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Frostfleck. The two cats set up in a sparring area. Glade Freckle can't lay a paw on Frostfleck. Their focus completely disrupted as Frostfleck whips their tail along Glade Freckle's throat teasingly. Okay, yeah, I think they're doing well, because now they're just flirting on the battlefield. Well, hopefully we don't go to war with these two anytime soon. Sounds like they're gonna be distracted with each other. So I'll put Puddle Spirit and Flush Paw together. Troll hears a cat begging for the household to come back, just barely legible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Sure, we'll proceed. They discover the cooling body of a kitty pet. Seems they attempted to run after their two legs, but was run over by another monster. Puddle Spirit silently sends a prayer to the kitty pet, and can't help but curse the two legs to abandon such a loyal cat. Your clan reputation towards outsiders is worsened. Why is it worsened? I feel like that's a weird, case for it to have worsened, because, we really tried to help this cat. Is it because, our scent is on it, so now it looks like we were the murderers or something? I don't know. I feel like that's a weird thing for us to worsen our relationship with outsiders, though. Let's see, Baypaw and Spider Shade can go out together. Your patrol catches the scent of a fox, but is it red or gray? And is it worth a fight if they encounter it? Proceed. The patrol tracks down a red fox and spots that it's holding fresh kill. However, Spider Shade busts out from cover without warning, trying to intimidate the fox. Which they can say sort of works, but it also causes the fox to run off with the food it carries. The other cats aren't particularly pleased with Spider Shade. Spider Shade's trying to, show how brave they are to their apprentice, and their apprentice is just sitting there sighing and, thinking less of them now. Not a good thing for your apprentice to think less of you, I'll say that. I'm gonna put these three orange cats together. The patrol finds a kitty pet who's interested in joining the clan. Proceed. The patrol convinces the kitty pet to join the clan. Dump Eye joined the clan. Alright. Where are you at? Here it is, Stumpy Eye. You're kinda cute. But Aldertail, Hazel Freckle, and Blizzard Feather together. The hunting patrol spots an eagle and watches as it swoops to dig its talons to the spine of an impressively huge fish. But then it doesn't take its catch into the air. Perhaps it's too heavy. Proceed. The patrol dives into the water, keen to make a play to steal the fish, but even though its talons are occupied keeping a grip on its prey, the eagle's huge wings pack a buffeting punch, and the cats are driven back, giving up on the idea of scavenging. We will add Cloud Wisp, Tail Plume, and Tawny Tuft. Patrol catches the scent of a red fox. There's so many foxes out tonight, oh my goodness. Is it fox season? Is this New Leaf just fox season now? Your patrol catches the scent of a red fox. Tracking it, they find an animal feeding on a shark that the waves had washed ashore that night. The patrol launches into battle, but with so few cats, it's exhausting trying to keep the fox and its snapping jaws on the defensive. In an act of daring bravery, Tawny Tuft darts low to the ground, gets under the jaws, and sinks her teeth into the fox's throat. It's only one bite, but the fox had enough and eat. That's good, though. We need strong cats. We'll put Blue Mask, Shaded Glide, and Stumpy Eye together. The patrol, going back to camp with a good haul of fish, sees a pod of dolphins chattering at them. As Stumpy Eye offers the dolphins some of their fishes, they accidentally slip and fall into the water. Both the patrol and the dolphins seem to laugh at them. The dolphins try to give some herbs for the good laugh they just gave them, but Stumpy Eye just walks away, embarrassed and soaked. We'll see Randy Heart and Barracuda Mane. Oh my gosh. Your patrol catches the scent of a fox, but is it red or gray? Tracking it, they find a stocky gray fox feeding on an undefiable but deliciously sticky mound of carrion the sea has washed up to shore. Your patrol fails to drive away the fox, which keeps possession of the food. However, there were no injuries. Alright, well, the time skipping one moon. Tickflood's broken bone is healed. Swallownose picks himself up out of their nest and begins the day anew, a fresh conviction in their heart. Bushkite has gotten a running nose. Ruleaf's tail is feeling much better. Scorch tries to convince Baypaw to run away with them. Alright, that's a little odd. Shaded Glide has gotten a running nose. Blizzard Feather has gotten a stomach ache. Blue Mask saves Splashpaw from a big dog, but was badly injured. Ooh, that's not good to hear. Gale Blossom has gotten a runny nose, and Anemone Wing went missing. No! That's the one that somebody in the comments had named, too. Aw. I'm so sorry to the person who named Anemone Wing. That, they were only, named that for, a session, an episode. That stinks. Hazelcatcher's eyes has recovered from their injury, that's good at least. A world without Anemone Wing at their side seems cold and empty to Triple Sky. How could life continue on like nothing has happened? Triple Sky only retires to their nest when concerned clanmates usher them there. Tremors rack their body as they dwell on how Anemone Wing won't see another morning. The past moon, Anemone Wing has taken their place in Star Clan. Wing Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their life are shared in stories around the circle of mourners, as those that were close to them take them to their final resting place. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cats, notice that some of the dandelion went bad. Okay, so... Dang, poor Anemone Wing. Well, I want to know what your guys' favorite cats in the clan that are still alive are, because I would really like to draw more of our cats here. But I want some help deciding on who I should draw just because of how many cats we have. Since we have a lot, it would be nice to kind of have some help narrowing down who the sort of fan favorites are, so I can try and think of who I should draw next. But moving on to a patrol, we'll put Baystar and Scorch together. Your patrol comes across a small dog right on the border of Wing Clan territory. Proceed. Baystar hisses at the small dog, and the rest of their small team backs them up. The dog skitters back, yapping loudly, apparently shocked by the display, and the patrol breaks out into yowls and caterwauls, screaming until the small beast's nerve breaks and runs from the Wing Clan border into the distance. To be fair, I think I'd run if I saw cats with wings growling at me too. That sounds kind of terrifying. Alright, so I have to go to class super soon, because college has recently started back up for me. So we're going to go ahead and finish these patrols, and then we will call it an end to this episode. We'll add Aldertail, Shaded Glide, Frostfleck, and Glade Freckle. The patrol hears a lot of barking and commotion. Following the noises, they see dogs eating a deer and two legs trying to catch them. Soon the beasts are caught, and the patrol goes to check out the deer. Suddenly, the sounds of barking reaches their ears as the dogs come back into view. The patrol scatters. Glade Freckle has to spend the whole day gathering the patrol rather than hunting. Well, dang, I'd think that there was 4 of us that we'd be safer, but seems we still got all separated during that. So, Blizzard Feather, Baypaw, and Spider Shade. The smell of food lures Baypaw into what looks like a tunnel under some recently disturbed sand. Baypaw's, young, though. We want the young ones to, survive more than the older ones, because the older ones are the ones that messed up the family tree more than anything. We'll do not proceed. Turning their nose up at the temptation, the patrol continues on their way. We'll put Tawny Tuft, Hazelcatcher, Aw, and Gooseash. While walking along the border, your patrol notices a Bay Clan patrol renewing their scent marks up ahead. Once the patrol cross the path, Tawny Tuft is quick to break the awkward atmosphere with a friendly greeting. The patrol pauses to converse for a while, Tawny Tuft bringing up a story that, while slightly embarrassing for Tawny Tuft, is entertaining and lighthearted. The patrol parts in good spirit. Well, it's good that we're getting along with Bay Clan a little bit more. I feel like there was one of the clans that we weren't getting too good along with, I feel like, but I don't remember if it was Bay Clan or another one. I know Little Clan is, our best friends, though. Stumpy Eye, Gale Blossom, Swallownose, and Hail Flume. The patrol has a disagreement and looks to Stumpy Eye to settle a dispute. That's kind of messed up. Stumpy Eye, just joined. They barely know you guys. I guess maybe that's why they, want them to settle a dispute, because Stumpy Eye has more of a, unbiased opinion, not knowing the cats too well. Stumpy Eye stutters. They don't think they're fit to lead the patrol. Poor Stump. The Cloud Wisp, Fern Gleam, and Weed Tooth. Well, we'll take out, Cloud, because I don't want them to mess up the, medicine cat patrol. Weed Tooth goes out with a warrior escort, both for safety as they look for new leaves, fresh buds, and for carrying capacity should they find anything. Surprisingly, Fern Gleam actually starts a conversation with them about the herbs they're looking for. Weed Tooth launches into the usual spiel, but more astonishingly, Fern Gleam is actually interested, and it makes their heart feel lighter getting to share their knowledge and skills with somebody who respects them. That's good. Wasn't the last one, Fern Gleam, wasn't interested in the herbs and stuff or something like that? The, Randy Heart, Flashpaw, and Puddle Spirit. Your patrol comes across a bird that's occupied scratching at the ground for insects. Your patrol narrowly misses the bird. Unfortunate. The Chick Flood, Barracuda Mane. Patrol meets Little Clan, a clan they consider to be allies at the border. The patrol has a nice conversation with them, remarking on the recent weather before parting to continue patrolling. See, Little Clan and our buddies. We're buddies. See Hazel Freckle and Cloud Wisp. Cloud Wisp is tempted to eat the prey they just caught. And proceed. After all, the patrol has caught enough on this hunt that they'll have trouble carrying it all back to camp. They stop for a quick snack and return to the camp, laden with prey for the fresh pile. Well, at least, they didn't get in trouble for that one. Let's see, Bush, you'll go alone. With New Leaf comes the opportunity to scout out Wing Clan's territory and find where the marigold might be growing this year. Bushkite fails to find any marigold, and as the plant dies completely in Leaf Bear, can't use any of the spots they know from last year. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'll quickly go through the cats that we have, and be sure in the comments to tell me who your favorite is, whether that's by personality or design, because I'd love to draw more of these cats. So here we have Baystar, who is on 7 lives, Goose Ash, the deputy, Bushkite, the medicine cat, Weedtooth, the medicine cat, Hazelcatcher, Frostfleck, Ferngleam, Glade Freckle, Barracuda Mane, Dumpy Eye, Puddle Spirit, Chick Flood, Hailplume, Swallownose, Randy Heart, Aldertail, Tawny Tuft, Rue Leaf, Hazel Freckle, Shaped Glide, Lizard Feather, Cloud Wisp, Blue Mask, Dale Blossom, Spider Shade, Trickle Sky, Flash Paw, and Baypaw. And I want to give a huge shout out to our first ever channel member, Casey. Thank you so much for the support that you've given me. Thank you everyone for watching.